Good morning, and thank you very much for joining us. I am Yori Falani. Let's look at a political, subject matter that's out there in the policy. And I'm talking about numerous defections from opposition parties to the ruling APC. APC has said that it's not about to close its doors to whoever desires to join its fold, and this has led some people, by whatever reasoning, to conclude that we're tilting, if not heading, towards a one-party system. Okay, let's talk about this for a while. Everybody, I imagine, has, their thought on this matter, but the APC has said that it is not interested, neither is it working towards such an end. Okay, our guest this morning is Prince Paul Ikone. Prince Paul Ikone is APC chieftain in Abia State and the former executive secretary and CEO of the National Agricultural Land Development Authority. Good morning to you, Prince Ikone.
Thank you. Thank you, Yori. Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Indeed, our pleasure. So to really jump in with both feet, because I imagine it's a topic that might interest a lot of people. Your thoughts on this idea that opposition members, after people from opposition party members, after some of their people have defected for their stated reasons to the ruling APC, are now laying charges that this is a whole agenda to impose a one-party system. What are your thoughts on that particular idea?
Well, in as much as they are entitled to their opinion, the unfortunate thing is that their opinion is far from being the truth. If you recall...
Well, sorry, sir. I would say that's very fortunate. I would say that's very fortunate that it's far from the truth, because APC has said that there's no truth whatsoever in that whole idea.
We are not talking about one-party system, so they are far from the truth. We are not thinking of one-party system in Nigeria. That is not the position of APC. APC is not trying to institutionalize a one-party system in Nigeria. No, far from being the truth. What you are saying is as a result of hard work that Mr. President had put in place long before now to build a strong and formidable party. It took time. And the popularity of Mr. President. So the chartered politicians, they know the truth. And they see tomorrow from where they are today. So that's where they're moving. So if anybody is thinking that APC is going towards institutionalizing one-party system in Nigeria, the person is trying to confuse either himself or his listeners. So APC's main goal is to drive a political system that will deliver dividends of democracy. So let me give a big background so you understand how APC came to be.
Okay.
Some people think that the APC came on board as a political party in 2015 after the merger was concluded in 2014. No, that wasn't when it started. As far back as 2010, the talks for merger had started by then between CPC and ACN. I was a member of ACN as at then. So, but that merger did not materialized at that time. We now went into the elections in 2011. I contested also in that election. I was the governorship candidate of ACN in Abia State.
Okay.
But immediately after 2011 election, the discussion for merger continued. So it wasn't an overnight thing, like you see what is happening today, that some people are running around, that they are talking about coalition. I don't know what they are collating. So it's time invested in planning how to build a formidable party that would drive dividends of democracy in Nigeria. So it is not about one-party system. It is about building a strong platform. And you know, chartered politicians, when they see a strong platform, they don't waste time. They cross. And it's obvious that APC is the party to beat. Like in the Southeast now, Southeast is the stronghold of APC, if you look at it very, very well. So the doors are still open until when it will be permanently shut for people who have seen the light to join. And for those that feels that they are not seeing anything, we wish them well.
Okay. Many analysts, are also looking at it from a point of view of some of those parties, if not most of them, hardly have any discernible ideology, political ideology. And that is how it has come from the opposition. And therefore, APC, people are just going into APC. It's not really for political alignment, but it is thought to be self-preservation that is leading people in there. I wonder what you think about this. People are coming, and they will tell you that they're coming because their political house is in disarray. They can't survive in here. So they're going to where clearly things are working. APC has a plan of action. It has been pursuing this plan of action. There have been successes, of course, not as much as APC itself will want, but there are those who are still saying that, no, this is a grand plan. This whole question of self-preservation, some coming because, I didn't want to go into particular examples, but people are coming into APC because they feel that that's where they will have the freedom to operate, in a fair manner. In their party, their current party, the parties they are in before decamping to APC, there's very little room for meaningful advancement and success. And so they're coming on board to APC. And APC is not saying no.
It's like a religious gathering, like a church or mosque. You don't send people out when they come to worship. You welcome them, even sinners. And then when you begin to preach the word, they'll begin to have change of mind. So those that didn't have vision will now begin to see visions. Those that didn't have plans for their lives will begin to have plans. That's what political platforms are meant to be. APC has an ideology. I really have to point this out. Looking at the president, taking from his blueprint, he did establish a strong blueprint for Lagos State. And it was launched officially when he was governor of Lagos State. He laid strong and solid foundation that any governor that comes to Lagos State as a governor will build on that. That is why you have seen Lagos on a progressive mode. That is where you see development. That's where you see different projects going on in Lagos. That president, that governor that laid that foundation is the president of Nigeria. And that blueprint will have been expanded to accommodate the diverse nature of Nigeria in order to achieve developmental projects at every nook and cranny of this country. So APC has an agenda. APC has an ideology of development, ideology of raising the youth, ideology of inclusiveness. So if those defecting because their house is on fire and they need shelter, and coming into your house, you welcome them, you begin to educate them, and they begin to realize that, oh yeah, they can see the difference. And that's why they're not living. Anybody that comes remains, another person wants to come. And that is the beauty of democracy. It's a global thing. It's not only about Nigeria. And the ruggedity and doggedity of the current president, it's something that every single person, politician, including those that will go on the TV set and begin to present themselves to attract attention, like Senator Enyinna Abaribe representing me at the Senate, thinking or saying that the president cannot win election in Abia.
Okay. In fact, I saw that interview. Sorry, sir. I saw that interview, and yes. The distinguished senator actually went a bit beyond that and actually asserted, that's the way to put it, asserted that the president didn't win the last presidential election. It's like unfair tactics if we're now, sacrificing all truths at the altar of convenience because you want to give a dog a bad name in order to hang it.
If you know Senator Abaribe very well, you know that he's an attention seeker. He's seeking for attention. He didn't win his election. One young man, Onyis, defeated him. So anybody that wants to know the details about that should get what about, the young man filed in court during the tribunal. And the matter wasn't hard because they say he filed out of time. But Senator Abaribe's display is a clear indication that the opposition, if any, that they are panicking. Because the president won not in one state, across the country. And his popularity has gone more than what it was in 2023 because 99, if not, okay, for argument's sake, 90% of PDP in the Southeast have collapsed into APC.
Okay.
So the raw materials for politics is in a human being, and those human beings have moved in. Those that will campaign, those that will mobilize votes are now attracted to Mr. President. I did say one time that what we'll be experiencing in the Southeast and across Nigeria will be a Siwaju tsunami. Senator Abaribe's display it showed me clearly that tsunami has started. Because if you say you are an opposition, you don't have party. You say you're a member of coalition.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a president that has attracted so much goodwill to himself as a result of what he's doing. In Abia, where he comes from, he doesn't go home. Anytime he gets to Abia State,
you're talking about Senator Abaribe. You're talking about Senator Abaribe.
Senator Abaribe doesn't go home. Yes, okay. He doesn't go home. So that in Abia, where he comes from, let him see the projects that are going on, courtesy the federal government of Nigeria.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, people are seeing it.
Exactly. People are seeing it. One moment, please. I have Mr. Joshua from Irewolide on the line. He's watching and he wants to join the conversation. Good morning, Mr. Joshua.
Good morning, and good morning to your guest.
Thank you.
I'm sorry I had to come in early to this program because something was really upsetting me, and I'm happy that you brought up this issue for me to be able to hear my views on it. Is that Senator Abaribe yesterday that said the president didn't win the 2023 election, and then he was talking about opposition. They are cooking up, ganging up, bringing a bomb to remove the man from Aso Rock and all that. You see, this issue of one party state or one party is a distraction, and APC should not fall into that distraction. I think they should not even answer those people mouthing one party. How do you say a nation is tending towards one party? Meanwhile, you people are talking about a huge coalition that is going to remove the existing political structure. So are you coming to APC to remove APC? How do people talk? What brain do they have in their head? I'm sorry, I just imagine that, okay, you are talking about one party. Okuyori, ABGA just won in Anambra.
Yeah.
It was a multi-party election. ABGA won. Now, also here, Accord Party just accommodated Adeleke, who is an existing governor that defected from PDP to Accord. There is not one party once it is not APC. Once one person now defects to APC, it now becomes one party. They are trying to use that branding or framing to attack APC so that they will lower their guard. If that party is wise, they should build on their momentum. Before now, we have actually had one party. That one party was PDP. So if we are going to have one party and it's APC, let it be. So I know that the president is a Democrat, and it is the progressives that are gathering up under APC to actually help Nigeria, to bail Nigeria out of crisis. We welcome them. There is no opposition that is higher than Nigerians. So there's PDP, there's Labour Party, there is ABGA, there is Accord. Which one is, what are they talking about, one party? Let it be one party. We need a functioning Nigeria. APC should do that for us with the structure of ACN and, those merger that they had that is now working for Nigeria. Let them not lower their guard. Let them not lower their guard. They should be strong and continue to move so that Nigeria can be rescued. Okay. Thank you, sir. I want one party.
Thank you. Well, constitutionally, I don't even think that is possible. Thank you very much, Mr. Joshua, for calling in. But these are what does one? These are red herrings that, as you started off with, Prince Ikone, these are red herrings that are being raised because there's no evidence to back this up. The APC is not sabotaging anybody. They're going about their business. But if people come knock on their door and say, please, we like what's going on here, can we join? It's a matter of, by all means, we didn't go with a hit squad to capture people. Please go ahead, Prince.
Why are they finding it difficult to put their coalition together? Why are they finding it difficult? Abaribe, that is saying that he's a member of coalition, has already started struggling with the leadership that has been in existence in ADC, trying to remove those. So they are confused. So when they don't have right leadership, when they don't have programs, it becomes difficult for them to come together and agree. So they will now look for who to blame. The blame now goes to APC. APC wants to make Nigeria one-party system. If they have opportunity or the privilege to make Nigeria one-party system and remain in power, wouldn't they do that? Didn't they try to do it in the PDP days?
Exactly. One moment.
When the national secretary of the PDP said that PDP will rule for 50 years?
Yes, yes. One moment, Prince. Elder David in Alimosho has called in. Good morning, Elder.
Good morning, Sir Yori.
Thank you for calling in.
Thank you, sir. With due respect to your man there. Thank you very much. May God bless Nigeria. May God bless all those who are elected that started 2015, as I've told you. APC come to solve problem of this country. And let me tell you one thing. Take note of it. You remember again, by this time next year, me and you be alive.
God willing.
You are saying there today. There are people that have destroyed this country, that gathered together in their need. They cannot win even a polling booth in their own respective places. I've been telling you this. Tinubu is ordained by God to solve the problem of Nigeria. And when you are seeing in the history of this country, right from independence, this is the only time we have seen. There is no one-party system in Nigeria. What we have is that the people that already they have misbehaved in this country, that have destroyed the economy of this country, are now gathering together in order to fight back. They will never succeed. We know them, the common people know them. Anywhere Atiku go, anywhere Obi go, anywhere the man they call them Pai go, anywhere the man they call it, whether Regbesola and others, people have known them, nobody will vote for them. And take note of it, that by this time next year, by the grace of God, the enemy of Nigeria, some of them will disappear mysteriously. Nobody will kill anybody. God will give his own judgment.
Thank you.
We reach to 2031. I have told you on this platform, I'm not missing word, and I stand by it. And say somebody who don't drink water, who don't bath with water can defeat Tinubu. Yes, and there's nobody who wake up in the morning that does not drink water. With due respect.
All right.
Forget about that.
Okay.
There are people that should face disgrace. Nigeria now should look for them. Look, Dangote, what they have done. They have reduced fuel price now because all of them who are marketed, they are all PDP members that destroy this country.
Well, we don't have evidence to that effect. Elder, we don't have evidence to the effect. But I hear what you're saying. But we don't have evidence to the effect that, PDP members are somehow involved, in the whole petroleum sector marketing situation. I just thought I'd point that out. But thank you for calling in, Elder. Really do appreciate your call. Prince, people are as passionate on the side of the supporters of APC that, look, it's a red herring. These people, it is thought, until they prove otherwise, that they simply don't have anything to offer. At least anything to offer that the populace is going to accept and decide that it can run on. On the contrary, APC is making strides. I did point out that one is not just saying this. APC itself says that there's a lot more that can be achieved. But it's a matter of between when APC came to power as the ruling party under the headship of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the president, between that time and now, there have been changes. Nobody can say that there has been no change. But this seems to be a bitter pill for opposition to follow. And so the only thing that they're coming up with are these criticisms that they want to take us to a one-party state. No, not with a Democrat such as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and a lot of people in his fold.
It's also good for me to point out, like you rightly pointed out, that they don't have anything to criticize, rather than to say APC is going towards one-party system. But if you look at Nigeria during the PDP days and Nigeria today, even the blind, the deaf, and the dumb will acknowledge that from the big day, from 2015 of APC to this very day, Nigeria has developed beyond rapidly in the southeast. And this is some of the things that are attracting these PDP people and some other small party. ABGA has collapsed into APC in the southeast. In the southeast, Enugu-Port Harcourt Express Road throughout the days of PDP was not motorable. But from 2015 to this very day, that road from Enugu to Port Harcourt, you can drive with your eyes closed. And so many other projects going on in the southeast and across Nigeria. Don't forget, I was the executive secretary.
Sorry, sir, before you continue, just to say, for people who see things change on their television, and that's because we're going to be covering in Nasarawa let me see now, Nasarawa state government hosting the governor of Bengo province of Angola. This is just part of the whole democratic situation here. So just to let you know, but as usual, people can still catch us on our YouTube channel. And as for those in diaspora, nothing has changed. Please continue, sir.
So before we stop, before you interrupted, I have gone around Nigeria and I've seen that what it was before is not what it is. From 2015 of APC to this very day, Nigeria has made tremendous progress in terms of infrastructure, in terms of capacity building, and in terms of development. Anybody saying that Asuwaju will not win 2027 is simply telling you that Asuwaju is not contesting with anybody because Asuwaju has won the election. Because nobody is contesting with Asuwaju. There's nobody.
Okay, what you're saying now,
why wouldn't he win?
What you're saying now relates, I'm sorry, what you're saying now relates to some of the statements that the distinguished senator actually raised. He said there's no way, there's no pathway, according to him, for the president to get a second term. It's his right to say that, but
Abaribe is an attention seeker. He's an attention seeker. He knows the truth. He knows that as of today in Abia, APC have taken over. In the southeast, APC is in control. He knows. Okay, let me ask you. If Asuwaju doesn't win, who will win? If Asuwaju doesn't win 2027, who will win 2027? Which platform? Who is that candidate? Which structure? It's a very simple, straightforward question. And I know that they are afraid and they want to distract Nigerians, but like one of the callers said, that we should not be distracted.
That was Mr. Joshua.
Confusion.
Joshua and he really
yes,
said that.
Saying one-party system. No. We know all of them. All of us were together. They were with us at some point. And they also know that they've missed it because they didn't start on time to come together to disrupt the progress that is going on. And Nigerians are wiser.
Okay,
Nigerians
but this
are more wiser than before.
But this is
so
what
anybody saying that, like Abaribe said, that it will be between Asuwaju and Nigerians. We are happy. When he said that, that was the only thing he said that made sense because Nigerians are happy with Asuwaju.
Okay, one moment, please. Mazi Okorafor. Good morning, sir. Mazi Okorafor. Oh, I do feel that network conditions over there in Aruchuku, where Mazi is calling from, must have prevented his
I wish we got him, let him tell us what is happening in Aruchuku, because there are a lot of federal projects going on in Aruchuku as we speak. That's why you see Minister of Works is always in Abia, in the southeast. I just pray that the caller from Aruchuku will call back again.
Yes.
And then tell us what he is seeing in terms of development going on. But a lot of people don't know. The likes of Abaribe, who feels that his face is good to stand before the camera on TV to talk, should know that this is his last outing. We respect him as an elder statesman. 18 years as a senator, there's nothing to show. 18 solid years.
Okay.
No single project will Senator Abaribe point at to say, this is what I attracted.
Good morning, Mr. George.
Good morning, Uncle Yori. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, Uncle Yori, I agree with the case. I've been listening to him. The people who are talking about one-party state, they don't know what they are saying. One-party state is a country where only one party is the registered party. You want to do politics in that country, you must be a member of that party.
Yes, to define it strictly.
Like you see in China. That is what they call one-party state. In the Anambra elections, 18 political parties participated. How can you say a country is being turned to a one-party state? A country where 18 parties contested for a governorship seat. And the people who are making these statements, they all belong to different political parties. So if it is one-party state, why are they in other political parties? It doesn't make sense. They should just face their problems. This is look at PDP, for example. Since 1999, they have produced 3 presidents. A party that has produced 3 presidents cannot manage itself as an opposition party. Today they are in tatters, and they are blaming someone else for it. What is endearing Tinubu to people is because of his style and skill of management. You saw how he managed Lagos and Southwest, that almost everybody that is a leader today has a link to his tutelage. And people have seen what he's doing. The governors in other parties, they have seen what he's doing. They see that this man knows the way. There is no, Uncle Yoro, don't forget, the president before this one was telling us that he doesn't believe in political party management. But this president is not like that. He manages the country and the party that brought him to power. And people are seeing how his management is bringing about good results. Who will not want to be part of what is good? They can cry wolf from now to tomorrow. It does not change the fact that they are responsible for their own woes.
Indeed.
You cannot manage your crisis and you are blaming another person for it without any evidence. Let's just forget about those ones and discuss issues that will bring about progress to our country. Nigerians are not fools. Even if you are coming to tell them this is what the matter is, they know what the truth is. And that is why you see that almost everybody is going towards Tinubu's direction, because they see that this man knows the way. That's the simple truth.
Okay.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for calling in. Before I come back to you, Prince, let's take a quick break. Please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Keep the calls coming in. Okay, welcome back, and thank you for staying with us. Before I continue, Felix in the UK has called in. Good morning, Felix.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Go ahead, please.
Yes, indeed. I just want to make a small contribution regarding your program and what is going on at the moment.
Sure.
It's regarding Aswaji. Well, if you look at the perspective when it came into the power, the inflation has gone tripled. I don't understand what is going on. Why you have to contest for the next election? The naira is rocketing.
That call, we lost it. Prince Paul Ikone, I don't know where he was going the way he started, but can you hazard a guess? Because, look, the simple fact is that President Tinubu and the APC have made a difference and are going to make a lot more of a difference as things go along, especially, God willing, if his second term ambition comes to fruition. But you've pointed out that the opposition, even though it is their right to talk, have not, been very generous with the truth. They provide no evidence whatsoever for the allegations that they are making, that the APC is somehow, looking to, is it to brainwash people to think that the only place you can find soccer is APC? Because that's what those ones are declaring. As people are moving into APC, they are saying, because we see a sorted house, we see a house where there is management, we see a house where things are going the way we would like to be a part of. But for some reason, the opposition people, even as they have quote-unquote messed up their own houses, are not about to admit this. This is what politicians do from time to time. It's not all politicians that will come up with the truth. They will come up with these red herrings that we are talking about as we are speaking. Please continue, sir, along the lines of APC. You talked about the PDP. Yeah. Yes. It was George in Lagos who noted that the PDP has produced presidents, but it hasn't done anything for the country. Tinubu, who has been working at this, have been preparing for this job for maybe 30 years. We didn't all know it at the beginning of that period, but here it is, and evidence is beginning to surface as to what the country is in for if we continue on this trajectory. The opposition, all they can now say is that they want to make it a one-party state.
Because they don't, they are not coming to equity with clean hands.
Okay, okay.
Somebody like Senator Abaribe that have been in the Senate for 18 solid years. Is it the president that is making him not to attract project back to his senatorial zone? The governor that is in charge of the state and gets allocation from the federal system, is it the president that is making him not to utilize it the way he should to impact the life of people? When you begin to look for where to hold on to, it gives clear picture that you are about to exit the system, the stage. All these people who are looking for something to hold on to against the current government and the president, they are on their way out from political cycle, and another generation will come up, and we will take it from where we are meeting it. The current president, like I did pointed out, came with a mindset, and he's not ready to shift from that mindset. And I don't pray that he shifts from that mindset. And what is that mindset? To develop Nigeria, to build on the structure that APC has put in place from 2015. He is the father of APC. It was a well thought out, strongly laid foundation before the party came to be. So PDP, their time and days have come and gone. So many of them have accepted the reality. Some have not. Some are still daydreaming. And the likes of Senator Abaribe, who is looking for something that will bring him up to the limelight, and then he feels that the best way is to come and talk about the president and the election.
Okay. Mazi Okorafor is back online. Let's hear Mazi Okorafor. Good morning, Mazi.
Mazi?
Okay, Mazi Okorafor, go ahead now.
Yes. So, you see, when you talk about it, yes, I don't think what will happen. When you get to Afghan, you see, that is what we know about somebody having what we call a foresight. When someone is saying that you can't say what it is, you will talk to the next of the duty. But the question is, most of Nigerian politicians, they are not ready for politics. What they are ready for just power and money. That is and power. That's because if many of them are ready for that is to deliver, moving from one party to another party will not come up. But because 80%, according to research work, has shown that many Nigerian politicians are not there because of that. Now look at Natasha in Kogi State. Go and see what that lady is in that case. And this is a question of Natasha. Now take very well. All these are served them with an assembly. You said the assembled for over 3 decades or 4 decades. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. How many of them can boast of what Natasha have done within that 2 years they have just spent? That is what it's all about. Somebody who has the spirit to give people dividends of democracy. Now, if all the national politicians, both National Assembly, both have done what that lady have done in Kogi State, my dear gentlemen and ladies Nigerians, whether they like it or not, all this issue of kidnapping will not happen. Because they are not going to go there, put inside the pocket, grab what I brought, go for this, grab through party, grab just inside that. Not even caring about the people that voted them in the office. Look, I still saying it, I still repeating it. Unless Nigerian politics have not come to be is what you call politics of vocation, not occupation. As long as Nigerian politics think politics of occupation, gentlemen and ladies, whether we like it or not, they will continue jumping from one party to the that's what they call political party position, which is not healthy. When they enter, look,
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mazi. We apologize for aspects of that call that were not of the highest quality, but I do believe that we somehow heard him. Is there anybody else on the line? No, not for now. But please keep the calls coming in, because we do want to hear from you. This is a fallacy as far as those in APC are concerned, because they say nothing bears out, you know, those statements that were made. You were speaking about the management skills of Mr. President, not now, coming from way back. You talked about his management of the party and and politics in the Southwest and other areas. Just recently, look at what happened in Port Harcourt, for instance, where there have been seismic movements in Port Harcourt, in River State, I beg your pardon. There have been seismic movements. So what is that all about? Nobody was held captive or ransom. These people came of their own voluntary free will. They came because they saw better organization, they saw better management, they saw a better opportunity to achieve whatever the political objectives were. As most people have decided that this is very unfair, but because in a democracy such as this, people can have their say, and people are not using that in the fairest of ways. Indeed, is the way people look at it.
Well, I will say, like the last caller from Arochukwu did mention,
yes,
that dividends of democracy, the National Assembly members are also meant to. Now, if you're not able to manage yourself very well, how can you manage your constituency? But because so many of them, being represented by Senator Baribe, are interested in managing themselves only and not attracting dividends of democracy back home. So they will look for who to blame, where to shift the blame to. Let me say this without any apologies. President Ahmed Bola Tinubu will win, and will win again, and win again in 2027. Why? Because politics is a game of number. And APC has the numbers to win now.
Yes.
And the number will keep increasing.
Indeed.
So the likes of Senator Abaribe can prepare for mourning, because that is when the tsunami comes, he'll be one of those that will mourn. He's looking for attention, like I pointed out, and I give it to him. He knows how to go about looking for attention. But in terms of the realities on ground, putting figures together, APC, under the leadership of President Bola Tinubu, will win 2027 election.
Indeed. Now,
the opposition, if any, the opposition, if any, under which platform would they use to come to challenge APC? And who will be their flag bearer? These are questions that they need to sort out before they think of contesting an election with us.
They're not talking about those. As I said, politicians are not necessarily fair when they are pursuing their own agenda. And I pointed out earlier that a lot of analysts think that this has to do a lot with their political survival. They have no programs, no issues to put forward before the people. And so all they're doing is, quote unquote, bleating that they want to take us to a one-party state, but there's no proof of that, and it's just a man of Senator Abaribe's status. You know, he spoke, and so we have to look at it and see if there's any merit to to his presentation. And here we are. No evidence whatsoever about. He went as far as saying that it's not possible for President Tinubu to win the next election. I just don't know why people decide that they say these things, because they're leaning on freedom of speech. It's clear that they're leaning on freedom of speech, but I don't know how responsible a use of that principle, the example that we saw, is. But you've also said, and I think George said the same thing with Mr. Joshua, that maybe the best thing to do is to look away from them. Don't be distracted. Keep on doing what you're doing. It's not where we want to be, but inflation is coming down. Although I've also heard people say that inflation is coming down by the figures that we're given, but we're not seeing it in the market. I don't be that as it is. Let's just wait. And Rome was not built in a day. Look at when President Tinubu, day one, said fuel subsidy is out. Look at the topsy-turvy situation. It was very painful, very stressful to everybody. But here now, I don't know, Dangote that was enabled, by Nigeria after a long, sort of vigorous kind of a struggle. I purposely use the word vigorous, not to say sabotaging kind of a struggle. And here we are. It's getting better by the day. And he said, Dangote has just put out there that you haven't seen the best yet. This is not to the liking of those in opposition. That's not what they want at all. They don't want to be getting these stories of success. And so there's a sense in which you can understand it. Would you agree that there's a sense in which you can understand their pain?
Their pain is because they know they have lost power. So they won't see anything good. But meanwhile, they will be enjoying the goodness, the dividends of democracy. And they will want to find it difficult to admit.
Such is life. Such is life, unfortunately.
From the day of PDP to the last day of PDP, how many industries, factories were up and running? Was there road, lights, security? So APC is cleaning the mess of PDP of many years. Within how many years? And they expect that the entire mess will be cleaned up? No.
Okay.
And Nigerians are seeing the progress. You sit in the comfort of your home and do all the transactions you want to do. These are dividends of democracy. Indeed. Before you need to go to the bank or you need to go to anywhere to fill a form.
That's right. That's right.
But today you can stay where you are. Now we are communicating. You are in Lagos. I'm in Abuja. These are infrastructure-driven projects.
Okay.
And they are being sustained by this APC government.
Indeed.
So
Indeed.
PDP and those that were part of PDP, they know that Nigeria is making progress, and Nigeria will keep making progress.
And it's bad news to them.
We will not be distracted. We will remain focused in order to drive Nigeria to the positive destination that is required.
Well, Prince Paul Ikone, we're going to have to leave it there, but I do want to thank you for coming along and chatting with us about this particular issue. Prince Paul Ikone is APC chieftain in Abia State. He's a former executive secretary and CEO of NALDA, the National Agricultural Land Development Authority. Thank you very much for coming on the program today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Our pleasure. Okay, that's our program. Do please join us tomorrow for a fresh edition. I am Yori Folarin. Bye-bye for now.